The present moment is all there is, literally. And in all of my metaphysical, spiritual, religious, and all of my seeking, that's the conclusion. The whole basic point of life and way to actually be genuinely happy without needing something outside of yourself is to be here now. Literally. But the struggle is real, being a human. So I've been personally meditating and observing my own personal thoughts for years now, at least 5. And I have noticed that my thoughts are what make me miserable. And thoughts are what make people miserable in general. And I have gone down multiple rabbit holes after finding out that my thoughts were what were making me miserable, of how to eliminate your thoughts, how to think more positively, how to blah, 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 all the thought tricks and stuff, and like manifesting things with your thoughts, because I realized everything was once a thought. If you think about it, literally this hit me like a lightning bolt one day. Everything was once a thought. The car, the chair, the computer, the phone, everything we have was once a thought. So thoughts, whether you believe it or not, end up being things. So essentially, to be here now, you would have to stop reacting to the thoughts that come up or bubble up, because if you've ever realized where thoughts come from, let me just give you a little insight, because I've been watching my thoughts bubble up into my brain. No matter how much I filter them and try to make them positive, they just come up. Sometimes they're wacky, and sometimes they're off the wall, and sometimes they literally, if I was to follow the thought, I would be in a spiral for like 24 hours. And I used to be in a spiral for 24 hours from just a thought. Thoughts are very powerful. Anyway, my point is, the way to being enlightened and being here now all the time would then require you to not be reacting to your thoughts, right? So stay with me here. I am not a religious person, but in the Bible, Jesus says that if you want to enter the kingdom of heaven, you need to be like a little child. And I believe that he was talking about the state of consciousness that he was in, which was, in my opinion, heaven for a human being, which is the state of being unbothered. Because basically being bothered is the biggest annoyance and biggest problem with being a human. If we were never bothered, we would just be able to be good people and do the right thing. But we get bothered and then we get selfish. So I think what he was talking about was we need to be like little kids, which means we need to be here now enjoying the present moment, because the secret to being here now is also mindfulness, which is engaging fully with the present moment. And what I was just doing right now was skating. And I get so present, I literally am in heaven, no matter what I have going on, like no matter how many bills I need to pay. How else are little children? They're honest, they're non-judgmental, they're loving, they're joyous. They don't worry about what other people think about them, because they're just freaking kids and they're just here in the present moment, joyful. And we all had that one time at one point in our lives. So all we have to do is figure out how to connect to that. It's not so much undoing and fixing ourselves because we feel like we're so broken. We're not really broken. We have an inside child, a pure, joyous, if we find the things in this world that can bring us into that state of consciousness. Just a thought on this random day. There's a storm rolling in. I gotta go. Love you guys. Thank you guys for following me, and follow me for more motivation. And I do make crystal jewelry, so go check that out too. Love you guys.